Your energy is magic. We might consider our physical bodies as energy containers, animated by the spark of our spirit. We are said to house various levels of existence, from the most dense and tangible to the most ethereal and subtle. It is when we elevate not only the quantity but also the purity of this energy that our connection with spirit becomes deeper and more sublime. Consequently, maintaining a high level of energy of sublime quality becomes the fundamental pillar for expressing our highest potential throughout our earthly journey. In physics, we learn that energy is the life force that drives all interactions in the cosmos, from subatomic particles to distant galaxies. Everything is pervaded by this dynamic force, but what does this mean for us at a deeper level? It turns out that energy is not just an abstract entity in the universe, but is the very essence of our existence. In fact, every cell in our body, every thought we have, every emotion we experience is imbued with this energy. Throughout the day, our energy stores vary. They may rise or fall depending on the experiences and circumstances we face. Although we trust in our ability to multitask, it is important to consider that our energy is not infinite, at least on the physical plane. As it decreases, we may experience a loss of physical strength, a reduction in motivation, and a greater tendency to procrastinate. Low energy levels not only affect our bodies, but also our emotional state. Interestingly, there are different levels and types of energy, some more related to the physical plane and others to the mental or spiritual world. For example, you may have had a physically exhausting day, such as after a long walk in a beautiful natural landscape. Despite your physical exhaustion, you may feel full of positivity inwardly. It is possible that your physical energy has decreased, while your mental and emotional energy has increased. Conversely, you may be rested physically, but after spending time in an environment with people who do not resonate at the same frequency as you may find yourself very exhausted both mentally and physically. Generally, neither of these two aspects, physical and mental or spiritual, is isolated, but they interact and influence each other. The key lies in our awareness, in recognizing people, places, and things that uplift, enlighten, and invigorate us, as opposed to those that do the opposite. By identifying these influences, we have the power to respond appropriately and make positive decisions for our well-being. Within us resides a spiritual energy system that acts as an intuitive radar, enabling us to perceive and understand the world around us. This system alerts us to charged environments, warns us of dangers, and guides us along our life path. Therefore, it is wise to learn to identify which environments and situations will elevate or decrease our energy levels. Energy is not only present in everything and everyone around us, it also vibrates at a certain frequency, like a guitar string that emits a particular sound when struck. Our energy emits a unique frequency that resonates throughout our entire being and expands through the ether, affecting our environment and the people around us. The amount of times our energy moves and the power with which it does so determine the quality of these vibrations measured in hertz. Vibrations can be high, medium low, or low. Both high and low vibrations have their positive and negative aspects. When we are in a state of joy, love, and gratitude, our energy vibrates at a high frequency, attracting by the law of resonance similar events in our lives. On the other hand, low vibrations are characterized by feelings of negativity, fear, shame, or sadness, and can be generated by external sources such as toxic environments, negative people, or difficult life situations. In addition, our thoughts and emotions can also generate low vibrations if they are rooted in fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs. When your high vibrations come into contact with both external and internal low vibrations, they diminish in quality, like a weakening flame struggling to keep itself lit. Low vibrations pull you away from the positivity of life. When you don't know how to protect your energy from low vibrations, you are very likely to end up in a downward spiral that takes you to even lower energy levels, preventing you from breaking free from that cycle of negativity. The situations we regularly expose ourselves to can profoundly affect our internal condition, impacting our energy. Have you ever noticed how immersing yourself in negative or sad content tends to pull you more toward those feelings? It's as if there is an invisible force drawing you in. For example, Spending too much time on social media and keeping up to date with the latest news and world events can lead you toward an unconscious attraction to these topics, almost a form of emotional masochism. In addition, because of the algorithmic systems used by social networks, you are likely to encounter an increasing amount of negative content that keeps you on a low vibrational energy level. In this regard, it is important to point out that, generally, there is an interest on the part of the powers that be in keeping us in this vibrational state, as this makes it easier to exert control over us. Moreover, when we expose ourselves to these low vibrations over the long term, we can end up experiencing chronic disorders such as anxiety or depression. First of all, we need to take care of our environments. Any environment dominated by conflict, hostility, or negativity emits low vibrations, just as a factory emits toxic waste. This includes places where there is constant stress, tension, or emotional turmoil. But even more insidious are low vibrations generated by media, such as news stories that are often based on violence, insecurity, or fear. Likewise, participating in entertainment that glorifies violence, such as TV series, movies, or video games, can contribute to lowering our vibrational level. So how do we protect ourselves from these situations or environments? Start by identifying your needs and limits, then communicate them clearly to others. This may mean saying no to requests that do not align with your priorities or values, or even establishing guidelines on how you expect to be treated in relationships. You will need to have honest conversations with your loved ones and friends about your needs and expectations, letting them know what behaviors are acceptable to you and which ones cross the line, and be firm in enforcing those limits if they are violated. Similarly, we should set limits on news, social media, and entertainment that bring us into a negative state. Remember that setting limits is not about being selfish or closed-minded. It is about taking care of ourselves so that we can be the best version of ourselves in all areas of life. Just as we have physical limits to protect our personal space, we also need to set energetic limits. But sometimes these energetic limits have to be imposed not only on external people or situations but on ourselves, particularly our own minds. So what can you do to deal with the low vibrations coming from yourself? Free yourself from recurring negative thoughts, detecting them as soon as they emerge. Slowly develop an awareness of how people's actions cause you to think negatively, or how events you experience influence your thoughts, leading you toward a state of lack, worry, or negativity. The best way to do this is through meditation and mindfulness. Through meditation, you can realize how thoughts arise one after another, often without control and sometimes without meaning. When we are in a negative internal state, the mind keeps producing negative thoughts, similar to the avalanche effect. Stop and find a space of calm to recognize these automatic repetitive thoughts. By not engaging with them, you will see how they gradually lose their power. Recognize that these thoughts are not yours. You do not consciously generate them and they do not benefit you. The next step is to maintain this process throughout the day, gradually becoming a simple observer of your thoughts and not letting them drag you down. This approach allows you to take control of your mind instead of remaining at its mercy. By quieting the mind and cultivating present moment awareness, we can transcend ego fluctuations and connect with our higher self, which is inherently pure and radiant. As we create a detachment from negative thoughts and emotions, mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judging them, which helps to release negativity and restore balance in our energy field. We live in a world of dual nature, so worrying only about one aspect, in this case the mental, would create an imbalance. It is also necessary to take care of our physical aspect. Playing sports, maintaining a balanced diet, hydrating properly, and getting the necessary number of hours of sleep will greatly affect our energy levels in a positive way. The mind affects the body, and likewise, the body affects the mind. One very beneficial exercise we can do is grounding or connecting to the earth. Just as vitamin D is produced in our bodies from the energy and frequencies generated by the sun 150 million miles away, the surface of the earth, right under our feet, provides energy and frequencies that directly affect us. By making direct contact with the ground, whether soil, grass, or sand, you allow the natural energy of the earth to flow through you, recharging and stabilizing your energy field. In addition, when you walk barefoot on the earth, your body discharges all accumulated negative energy, much like the grounding found in every outlet in our homes. Another grounding technique is to spend time in nature, whether you are taking a walk in a forest, sitting by a river, or climbing a mountain. Being surrounded by the beauty of nature has a powerful effect on your internal state. Take a moment to breathe in the fresh air, listen to the sounds of birds, and feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Immerse yourself completely in the present moment and absorb the healing energy of the natural world. This is one of the best ways to raise your vibration and recharge your energy. Surrounding yourself with positive people with whom you feel in harmony can also contribute very positively to raising your energy levels. There are people whose mere presence brightens your day and fills you with vitality. Surround yourself with these people when you can, and even better, try to become one of those people, so you will help elevate the energy of those around you. Finally, expressing gratitude on a daily basis can profoundly affect our energy, directing our focus toward abundance and possibility instead of lack. This shift in mindset not only elevates our energy levels but also attracts more positive experiences into our lives.